remember I would go into the dorms at 6 a.m. right when the security left to let anybody in, because between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. they had security, they had to sign you in. But I would go at 6 a.m. and I would slide under every dorm room the VIP cards of the flyer for all the dorms. So everybody would wake up and they would see this VIP cards. Everyone got hit. And that's why I got so many people coming through, because they'd wake up and they'd be there. Now, it didn't last too long because I kept getting tired. And then Facebook coming along, we just press a button. But that's how we did it. We put it on desks in the classroom before people got there. We put it on cars. I mean, we really had to build a list.
Our windshield, and then when it rained, it would stick to the windshield.
Oh, people would get pissed. They would get pissed. Nobody wanted to do it, but I was excited to do it because I knew that this was a stepping stone to get to where I wanted to be. So I remember all the clubs I work would always come to me and say, "What are you doing?" I go, "What do you mean?" They go, "University of Miami keeps calling us, telling us to stop flyering their property because you're throwing all the flyers everywhere, and they're getting pissed." And I was like, "You want me to stop?"
There were and they all look cool. A lot of them were really cool flyers. There was no copyright infringement or anything. They did just have the craziest. I still have them. I love those
of course.
things.
They're collector's items. I remember one time I did get in trouble, or almost got in trouble, because we did a party.
Yeah, tell us about, because the university at some point the university was like, "Mr. Gold, you need to report to the dean's office," right?
So, funny story. There were several cases with that. So, my partner for one of these parties, we did a party, and this is actually the same party. So we had a party where we put the U logo on a VIP card that says the U takes over the club, and we had buses. So they didn't like the logo. And I remember one of the law professors I knew, I asked him for advice, and he's actually my representation now in Hollywood, but back then he was a law professor. And I was like, "What do I do?" And he's like, "Well, just tell me you won't do it again. You can't do much because you already printed it. It's already out there." But we had kids that my name wasn't on the flyer, but my partner's name was on the flyer. So we had some kids that came back drunk on the bus and got arrested because they were underage and they were drinking. So my partner had to go to the dean's office, and I asked him, I was like, "What happened?" And he covered for me because he was because they said, "Oh, who's Sean Gold?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know him. He does stuff, but I don't really know what he does," because they were asking about me. So I never got he took the heat and had to stop. I kept doing it because I was like, I'm just going to keep doing it. And then I graduated a semester later. It was scary at the time, but it was funny because what happened was I would do all the freshman welcome to Miami parties, the disorientation, the UM takeover parties. So what got to the point was that I would start a Facebook group for the incoming freshman class. And this was, again, class of 2009. I did it for 10 years straight. I just started it. So everyone would join. And what I was told is that all the orientation meetings, they would say, "Don't go to this party because you could get in trouble. Don't follow Sean Gold on Facebook because you'll get in trouble. Don't join his group," which only made everyone want to join it. So it was always huge. And everyone I meet would be like, "Yeah, they told us that we shouldn't go near you or talk to you." And I was like, "Why?" I mean, I remember one time UM sent UM police to downtown Miami to my party just to walk around and make sure everything was okay. We left. They had the UM squad cars pull up, and they walked in to see the venue and talk to the manager. I was like, "What do they think we're doing? We're licensed venue."